Hello, my name is Jada Renee Phillip, and this is my week one Viva. Um, so this week we got our devised piece Stimuli, which was the suffragettes, and we basically got a box that was like filled with like different colour ribbons, and it also had videos about the suffragettes. One was Emily Pankhurst's speech. Another one was a song that was in a suffragette movie. We we talked about it for a bit. We listened to the song and the speech. We didn't really like the song. It was a bit boring, really, and like I don't know, it didn't really fit what we wanted to do. So we decided to go with a different song that Sophia like cut, like she cut the music for us basically. As a group we sat there and talked for a bit about what we could do, and we were having a bit of trouble deciding if we want it to be completely movement or like a little bit of movement, a little bit of dance, a little bit of singing, acting, rah rah rah. But yeah, and we were also trying to decide what we would do with the ribbons, because like I don't know, it would be a bit difficult to like use ribbons. Like, we didn't know what we could use them for, because the only things I've seen with ribbons is like the May dance. So we were just playing around with it, and Leah, she like pulled it, and like it made a really cool sound. And yeah, so we were thinking, like, if we all do it together, it'll look like we're like pulling at handcuffs or something. So we done that, and it looks like really powerful. So the next lesson we had to make a 30-second trailer, like to do with our stimuli, obviously. So we created a ribbon dance, and like we worked really fast doing it, like really fast, and like what we came out with was really good, and we got like loads of positive feedback about it. We decided to include the death of Emily Davison in the dance, because like it's Emily Davison. We got a lot of positive feedback for that. We wanted Sophia to be Emily Davison, and we wanted to like make her death significant, because it was a really significant part of history. We tried this. It's not really a lift. It's like a lift / movement type thing. It's like we have 3 of us on the floor on our hands and knees, but like at different levels. And Joanna holding Sophia's hand so she doesn't fall, and Sophia like walking up our back like steps. But it didn't really work out well, because like we haven't done anything like that, so we didn't know how to support our backs and make sure we're not wobbling or anything. And like Sophia didn't feel very comfortable, because she didn't feel really safe, and I can understand that, because it weren't really safe, because we don't really know what we're doing. So yeah, so we changed it to Sophia falling backwards, and we we holding her under her back and her stomach to make sure she falls safely to the ground. And she like falls backwards slowly at the end of the song during the white noise. yeah, that's that part. Um, Basically, for part of my research, I watched a suffragette movie, and I thought it was a bit graphic for like a movie, but I also thought it was really inspiring to see how women were treated over 100 years ago, and how it changed into the place we live in now. Like, from how they were treated to how we're treated. Like, we've got our rights to vote. We don't get sent to prison for basically no reason. We don't get force fed, nothing. Like, we've got it a lot better than they did, and like that's all because of the stuff they did. I was thinking that we could like use like parts of the movie and like adapt it like into our own movements. Like, there was a scene that I watched I really liked because I thought it was really effective. Basically, like, the women were in the courtyard listening to Emmeline Pankhurst do her speech, and when she was trying to escape because the police turned up, like a couple of women helped her escape. The women downstairs were like trying to push off the police so they didn't find her, because she was like wanted, because like she's the head of the suffrages. So yeah, and like when they were trying to hold the police off, the police started beating them with the batons, I think it is, and like I just found it really effective, and I think it could be effective in our piece, because I'm not sure many people know anything about the suffragettes. Like, when we first got the box, I was like, what's the suffragettes? Right, I grew up never knowing about like what they done for us, like the reason I can live like how I live. And I think it's effective because we can like show people how they were treated, how it's like affected us, and like I think it could be really eye-opening, and like, wow, they were like real heroes and stuff like that. I also got a book from the library. It was about the suffragettes. It was like loads of letters that the suffragettes wrote, poems, stuff about what they did and everything. And I came across a page with a letter on it. I think it was a letter that Queen Victoria wrote, and it was the basic. It was basically saying that, like, Queen Victoria was writing saying she's against women's rights, and when I read that, I was completely shocked, because like she's the Queen of England, and like she has the power to help these women out, but instead of helping them, she was fine with letting women be treated like that. And I just thought it was completely disgusting. Like, if anything, I would have thought she would be like for the women's rights, because she is a woman. Like, she had drawbacks. Like, women weren't allowed to be queens. Like, they weren't allowed to they were allowed to be queens, but they weren't like allowed to make big choices unless they had a husband. And like, people wanted to kill loads of queens because they were female. And I just think it's completely disgusting that people were so small-minded back then. Some problems that we came across were, one of the problems for me was tying the ribbons around my hands, because like the ribbons were really long, so like we had to like double it up, and tying it around their hands, like when we like pulled it, it got really tight around their hands, and we like, there was marks left. It really hurt. It was like carpet burn but on your hands. And like we had to make it quick, so like putting on the ribbons like really quick, and doing that was a bit hard because like we had to double it up and stuff and tie it. Another problem would be the death of Emily Davison, because we didn't really know how to move forward from the ribbon dance to the death. Like, we didn't know what transitions we could do, what other kind of movements we could have put in to make it smoother. I think a strength would be making the trailer, because we worked really well together, and I don't know if that's because it's a friendship group or something, but we worked really good together and we had really good communication, and like we would all put in ideas and we would all listen to them and be like, oh yeah, that's good, maybe we can use this here, or oh, maybe not for this, but maybe we could use it in the future, like stuff like that. I think weakness would be WordPress. Like, the weakness for the week would be using WordPress for our coursework, because like I'm not really good with technology, and like it was really confusing for me and really hard, and I'm just finding it really difficult. Like, I tried to upload something and it wouldn't upload, and it just confused me a lot, so I think that would be a weakness for now. But yeah, thank you for watching this.